The author opens this book with the following 3 quotes. The first is by Paul Valéry. Your ideas are terrifying, and your hearts are faint. Your acts of pity and cruelty are absurd, committed with no calm, as if they were irresistible. Finally, you fear blood more and more, blood and time. The second quote that opens this book is by Jakob Böhme. It is not to be thought that the life of darkness is sunk in misery and lost as if in sorrowing. There is no sorrowing, for sorrow is a thing that is swallowed up in death, and death and dying are the very life of the darkness. The third and final quote to open this book is taken from the Yuma Daily Sun, published on June 13th, 1982.
I'm in my own mouth.
Clark, who led last year's expedition to the Afar region of northern Ethiopia, and UC Berkeley colleague Tim D. White also said that a re-examination of a 300,000-year-old fossil skull found in the same region earlier shows evidence of having been scalped. And now, Blood Meridian.
What's up?
Chapter 1. Childhood in Tennessee. Runs away. New Orleans. Fights. Is shot. To Galveston. Nacogdoches. The Reverend Green. Judge Holden. An affray. Toadvine. Burning of the hotel. Escape. See the child. He's pale and thin. He wears a thin and ragged linen shirt. He stokes the scullery fire. Outside lie dark-turned fields with rags of snow and darker woods beyond that harbor yet a few last wolves. His folk are known for hewers of wood and drawers of water, but in truth his father has been a schoolmaster. He lies in drink. He quotes from poets whose names are now lost. The boy crouches by the fire and watches him.
To the extreme where I have a little trap door underneath here that'll hook up the basement, and you'll see in the patio.
Oh, get in here and see this.
Look inside, see like that. That's all laid by hand, all cut, all stained. Dang. So when I originally made it, I wasn't going too far, but
This looks like a true blessing right here.
yeah, it's 7 months.
This one was 7 months.
7 months. And if I showed you a picture of my rail house and took a picture of this, you can tell the difference. The only thing you can tell the difference is by the chimney. The chimney, when I made it, and I put the roof on, I put it on backwards. The chimney should have been up here, not in the middle.
Ah.
But I cut every single little roofing. The roof is not authentic. That's actually more authentic than what it is because we have shingles on the roof, not cedar shingles. But it has pretty much everything from little doors with hinges to oil-based planks that my dad has on the porch, to ladders, to extra flags, fire escape, molding, gutters that actually work, believe it or not, flower beds.
Okay.
If you look outside, you'll see an umbrella. I have the umbrella. We used to have a TV in the window. TV in the window is right there. A couple shelves. Fire pit, which is out there. Stairs. The shed. The fish pond. But the little, you know, the stuff that opens up. Flower beds in front. Flower beds, driveway, grass, stone wall. To the point where I even had a cat, and there's like mulch over here.
What?
See the little brown spot? That's cat.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
And you look on this side too. You got the meter boxes, cable boxes, hose.
There's hose here?
Yeah, hose spigot.
Oh, that's around the corner over here. Oh.
The light. Yeah. Would I do it again? Probably not.
Why not?
It takes too long, man. Just the amount of work and the details, and I got a fireplace. It's gonna be probably about an hour to make.
But this amount of sweetness is unlimited.
If you really want to get crazy when the hose come, I just add on the blinkers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put a red light on.
I thought about that. So my next step is to get furniture.
Put the flasher back on. Nice. So what was that?
So my next step is to get furniture.
Next step. Okay, furniture. You gonna make it?
I thought about making it in the back patio. I started to make it, but it's just too time consuming. See how small it is? Like the table and chairs and glass table.
Yeah.
And the black, you see the little black thing right there, the rectangle? That's actually a 40-inch TV.
No.
And I got the cable wire that goes upstairs to the second floor to Derek's bedroom. Like I said, if you took a picture of my real house and put it on the side of it, you would never know. Seriously.
So it's like a Beetlejuice place.
Exactly. Like underneath too. The little trap door, all the wires go. So if the battery ever died, I can just put the batteries in.
Oh.
So right here, this window, right here, is that window right there you're looking at.
Oh.
Yeah. I cut all these by hand, Charles. There's like 650 little shingles. And I built a table.
Where's that table?
It's right underneath it. This whole, we call it the black thing. So my mom's like, oh, I think you should, call them soccer call and tell them, hey, you got a good story or a good picture. And I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. I just haven't had the time to do it.
It's a good idea.
And I mean, look I have the AC. The black thing's the AC. Had a cover on it during the time I was building it.
That's a fine thing.
Yeah.
This is a masterpiece.
I mean, trellises.
A masterpiece of dedication.
Yeah, it was a long time. This was the only problem I had. I could not cut a hexagon out. I have a hexagon window that goes up to the staircase to the second floor.
Oh.
I could not cut it out. It was too small.
You're lucky you didn't get hexed.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about Minwax stain?
Are the horns above my head?
Nope. You gotta go over. Go to my right. There you go. A little bit more. Oh, that's
How about
perfect.
this?
That is perfect. You must like that, right?
I do. Very much.
Pull life by the horns, right?
Well, I'm a Taurus after all.
That's why I said that. If you're not pulling horns, pull the trigger.
If you're not pulling that, pull the trigger.
The Reverend Green had been playing to a full house daily as long as the rain had been falling. And the rain had been falling for 2 weeks. When the kid ducked into the ratty canvas tent, there was standing room along the walls, a place or two, and such a heady reek of the wet and bathless that they themselves would sally forth into the downpour now and again for fresh air before the rain drove them in again. He stood with others of his kind along the back wall. The only thing that might have distinguished him in that crowd was that he was not armed. "Neighbors," said the Reverend, "he couldn't stay out of these here hell holes right here in Nacogdoches. I said to him, you going to take the Son of God in there with you? And he said, oh, no, I ain't. And I said, don't you know that he said, I will follow you always, even unto the end of the road? Well, he said, I ain't asking nobody to go nowheres. And I said, neighbor, you don't need to ask. He's a-going to be there with ye every step of the way, whether ye ask it or ye don't. I said, neighbor, you can't get shed of him. Now, are you going to drag him into that hellhole yonder? You ever see such a place for rain?
This is nice out here, isn't it? Why don't you take a look? Can't do that. Well, I guess we'll just have to do it like this. Solitary point. I'm at a solitary point in life. Get closer, get out of the wind. I think the wind's getting me. I'm at a solitary point in my life. Trying to remember what's been forgotten. You ever feel that way?